All right, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back. And before we get underway with our next match, we just want to take a quick look at the bracket so far. Seth, what do you think of Bonchan's run thus far?
It's been pretty incredible, pretty solid stuff all the way. He got knocked out in his first match of top 8, sent to losers by RB and his super dangerous Urian, who we're going to see a little bit more of soon. But from there, he was able to take out Jiwa from China, crush the hopes of North America by taking out Red Bull Snake Eyes to end up here in the losers final.
That's right, and the only remaining players are Tokido and RB on the winner's side, who will be facing off in the winners finals.
And that's the match I think we're going to head into right now. So without further ado, let's get back into some Street Fighter V action.
Yes. And then again, you know, Tokido sitting in that same posture you were mentioning earlier, just completely focused, still.
I don't want to be cliched, but it has a certain zen quality to it. That is exactly how you see the kind of the focused seat. RB assembling his dark powers, so it'll be one villain up against sort of a hero with representing a character I think everybody understands is to be potentially quite strong.
Yes.
And he is showing that, not just in theory, but in action.
I think Urian is
counts.
so ridiculous.
Well, we've seen RB take terrible beatings over the course of the match.
It's true.
To find one opportunity for Aegis Reflector and to turn the entire match around and steal it away. Let's see if Tokido has the answer.
I'm so excited to see what happens here.
RB with no anti-air early on. Just accepting that jump in. Tokido threatening. I think this is a good answer. You want to keep the pressure on and punish Urian before he gets fully powered up. Nice counter poke.
Nice.
The knees. Oh, good air to air. Oh, takes the opportunity to land the V skill.
Powers up a bit.
Good pressure. Not challenged.
Oh, big crush counter.
Follow opportunity.
Nice. Okay.
Good punish on the throw whiff.
Yeah, these guys are. These are just hits.
Not fooled by the headbutt.
All this damage just from a couple of hits at a time.
Sweeping a V trigger, finds it, and then wow, you think he wants to use it? Just walks up and throws.
Oh, it's not over yet, Seth.
And here it comes. He pushed him a little too far into it. He didn't want him to be all the way in there. You want to be him at the edge, so you get a couple more bites at the apple. Tokido able to stay out of trouble. Close out round 1.
Oh,
I like it. Try to be tricky with the early crouching short into throw and gets thrown instead for his trouble. EX shoulder's so strong. Safe on block. Great damage and a knockdown.
Nice. Okay. RB again. We've seen him in this kind of situation before in his earlier matches, like you said.
Yep. Taking a bit the knees. Yeah. Not working out for him that time. In a bad position, hitting high.
Oh.
Oh,
Tokido.
Wow, what a confirm. What a confirm.
Tokido.
And RB, that's the story of the match. So control the whole way. Dominance from Ryu and Tokido. Not even able, he was holding the super, able to close out that match without giving him the opportunity for the big potential V-trigger Aegis comeback. And again, in round 1, able to fire off the Aegis, but unfortunately out of position. Tokido was able to be right in the middle of it, allowing him to block all the hits and not have to deal with repeated mix-ups.
Oh, wow. Oh. What?
And a different strategy, just going right at him, getting out of the ground, going into that unthrowable headbutt. Pressure, wants him in the corner.
Oh, wow. Gets a big jump in.
And he tried to get it with the standing roundhouse, it looked like, rather than going for uppercut.
Yeah. RB now comfortable with advancing against Tokido here, using whatever resources he has at his disposal. Just wants to close out this round as quickly as possible, perhaps getting a little too impatient now.
Yeah, Tokido waking up with a lot of jabs, knowing that there's little gaps in Urian's pressure strings.
Ooh, okay.
The big chop.
Nice,
that move has felt good since the day it came out.
Correct. Yeah, yes.
That never doesn't feel good.
Not when you're on the receiving end.
But RB trying to get on the board and keep his reputation as an honest Street Fighter player. Aegis-free living.
Ooh, nice. Okay, mistimes his throw. RB taking advantage. Nice.
Tokido coming out on the right end of that exchange. Gets the punish, catches the backdash as well. RB just a little bit consistently every time he gets back there, you see him throw out the Aegis Reflector, and that is one of the, the EX shoulder tackle.
Yeah.
Oh, nice jump in.
So get some big damage here. Yes.
Smelled the fireball. Gets it again, and that's the one thing. He's been consistently doing it from that range if he doesn't have anything better to do.
Right.
He can't afford to do it. It's a very difficult to punish move. Even neutral jump, traversal along the ground makes it hard to punish, and here we go.
Oh, nice. Jumps away.
Smartly holds it and then jumps away. Gets the charge fireball for a little bit more pressure. He's still in this and still has Aegis number 2.
Nice block.
And that's the jabs. And I think that's been the story of this match for me so far, is Tokido just disrespecting the pokes.
Absolutely.
Just willing to go for the jabs, knows he can convert them, knows he can prevent the pressure.
Nice. Couple of shots.
And while Urian's individual strikes are all powerful, his game is not tight.
Right.
It's not tight, and it's not usually explosive in terms of damage. Prior to Aegis, great reads, pushes him all the way into the corner. Big uppercut.
Saving the meter because he knows he's going to get a second chance. Let's see if he regrets that decision, because now this is RB's moment to turn the entire match around. With one hit, that was it.
But he has to find the right, and there it is.
He had it. He had the low medium kick, didn't go into V-trigger, which would have changed the entire scope
and
of
I
that
can
match.
respect the meter hold from Tokido. You know, I get very nervous about people trying to hold on to meter. For Urian, you want to be able to close out a match without allowing him that V-trigger possibility.
Correct.
Now, he did have the V-trigger stored, but he has to have RB's setups are specialized to the point where he needs to find not just an opportunity, but the right opportunity. A player like Tokido has shown, if you have anything other than a perfect setup, he knows the counters. He's jumping away, he's being pushed right into it on block, and then eliminating the whole thing.
So now Tokido leads this set 2-0. Again, we have seen RB in almost every match in this kind of deficit. You know, he is used to the struggle.
He is, indeed.
Working for his wins. Let's see what he has now, what kind of adjustments are made in this.
Hopping through using his armor. An underutilized V-skill ability so far.
Ooh, nice. EX shoulder tackle just to get out of trouble, getting some damage.
I love the links.
Yes.
Pressure. Oh, the charge over.
Got it.
Just
What is
good, clean Street Fighter
this
right there.
game of possum that RB has been playing with his opponents, just waking up at the end?
Well, I love that. I love that it's a nice adjustment to the jabs and the sort of disrespectful wake-up game of Tokido, where he's hitting buttons all the time. That charge roundhouse particularly is there to punish those kind of buttons. Of course, in the RPS of the game, charge heavy attack definitely will dominate the light attack.
Nice.
Pressure, and Tokido answers with his own wake-up. Says, I need a more powerful wake-up. I got one of those.
Nice block on the empty jump low there. Trying to get
shimmy.
something, yeah.
Tokido's like, I don't get shimmied. And again, brilliant exit from there. Wow.
Look
Again,
at Tokido.
has he found the counter? Well, he did catch his own fireball in the face. Crowd getting a little laugh out of that, but RB has nothing to laugh about here. He's fighting for his life. Doesn't want to let Tokido come back into this.
Nice point blank range fireball right in RB's face. Tokido is now sitting on match point here versus RB in the winners finals.
And RB looking composed, very focused.
Ooh, nice.
Finding the spot.
With punishing with EX fireballs.
Finds the EX knee.
Yeah.
Charge again, catches the jump back.
RB does not have time to sit here and wait to see what Tokido's going to do. He just has to go all in right now.
I like it. Yeah, he's betting big.
Yes. Look at that, constantly going in. He's not waiting anymore.
Dancing around. Tokido catches him with the wake-up buttons again. Has the corner position. Looking for that stand forward.
Nice. Uses the EX knee dive to get out of the corner. Always a good option. Wow, it's a maximum range.
Oh, he wanted to set that Aegis up right there.
Yeah, he did.
Tokido woke up again and got him. All right,
There
here
it
we
is.
go. No jump out this time.
Good.
Oh! Wow.
Excellent defense there from Tokido.
Oh, the time stop into uppercut. Uppercut again to silence.
Oh, Tokido taking it 3-0 over RB.
But that is winner's bracket action, Mike, and RB will be headed down to face Bonchan in the loser's bracket to see who will return and face off in the grand finals.
You know, this is a matchup that I'm sure Bonchan was looking forward to. But let's take a look and see what happened here, how Tokido was just able to kind of dominate the matchup. Look at this incredible defense here from Tokido. No.
Yeah, he earned it, too, on that one. Gets caught low, but no conversion.
No, I'm blocking, I'm teching.
I'm teching. Yeah, he knows. And that's one of the keys to understanding the Aegis right now, is to understand how the wheel of options play. It looks like a series of random moves, but in each case, the scope of possibilities collapses further and further the longer it goes on. And you know, after a couple of blocks, you know the Urien player is going to be looking for a throw, or they're going to run out of time to be able to convert that throw into an Aegis hit into a combo. So, ironically, I think Urien becomes more predictable as the Aegis goes on. So really you need to make one good block, and then the rest of the blocks become theoretically easier. Obviously not easy. There's a lot to be learned here
Correct.
as we go on. But I think we're about ready.